Hello, 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 and welcome to Redefining the Significance of You Time for You, by you, because of you. Hello, my name is Denise Drinkwalter, and I am a midlife renewal coach supporting women worldwide to lean into and realize the importance of you. And this channel aims to provide you, the viewer, with some takeaways that will help you shift, change, reevaluate, and or become way more aware of what is possible. We have a variety of incredible guests sharing life experiences that have helped them become the amazing human beings that they are today. Every one of us has had that infamous free time sometime in our lives, and frequently have felt guilty, embarrassed, and or wrong for taking out time for ourselves. We are here to change that, to support you to see what is possible when you take the time for you, by you, because of you. It is such an honor and a privilege to introduce Ildiko Szabo to our show today. For the past 35 years, Ildiko has been an intrepid solo traveler, immersing herself in diverse cultures and environments. Each new country she called home required her to rebuild from scratch, finding a community, making new friends, securing clients, and landing jobs. Through these experiences, Ildiko mastered the art of embodying her business card, presenting herself with confidence, making instant sales, and demonstrating resilience in the face of challenges. Ildiko's journey as a transformational coach for A players began as a passionate hobby, which she cultivated for 6 years before transitioning into a thriving business 3 years ago. Her dedication and expertise have allowed her to conduct over 400 one-on-one sessions, helping clients uncover their X factor, eliminate blind spots, and harness their unique beauty, power, and soul-aligned energy. Her strategic guidance has been instrumental in scaling businesses and doubling sales for many. We are so excited to learn from Ildiko's wealth of experience and insights today. I am so excited to have you here with us this morning.
Thank you so much, Denise, for this wonderful introduction. Really.
Who is this lady? That's you, girlfriend.
Exactly. Who is that?
Well, I have to apologize to anybody who was thinking that their computer was going berserk. It was actually behind the scenes, and we are a bit late today, and that lands on my shoulders because I had technical problems. So I am so grateful that you were able to carve out even more time in your day to be able to come on here and talk with us live today. So thank you so much for doing this with us this morning. And it's this
Thank you so
afternoon where
much.
you are, right?
Thank you so much for having me. I think this is a very important element that we share our story, because this is how we inspire and activate others, that we get to have it all, because it is all within us.
When you work with your clients, you talked about the X factor. Help explain a little bit more, if that's new to some of our viewers. What do you mean by X factor?
I believe and I know we all come with gifts. And these gifts, many times, we are not even aware of it. And most of the women give it away for free throughout a lifetime. So, how about pointing that thing out you've been doing for 30, 40, 50, 60, or 70 years and make a business around it? Because you have become an expert, you already know how to do, but many times we don't have a clue how to build a business around that. because it is so natural to us.
Mm.
And we think everybody knows how to do that. But let me tell you, that is not true. And you have mastered something for decades. You are on the spot, you really know how to do it, and you give it away. You give it away to your family, you give it away to your friends, and you give it away to strangers. And I have witnessed this so many times, and people really don't know that they actually do that.
So how do they begin that journey to understand, first of all, what their gifts are? Do you find a lot of people are like, I have a gift? What are you talking about?
But since I work with A players, they already started the journey. So they are already on the conscious level that they are aware of it, that there is more for them, and
Okay.
they want to know the action steps, they want to know how to get there and get to the root cause, what is stopping them to actually do it on the highest frequency as possible. So how do you get to that gift? So why do people come to you? People come to you for something. There is a certain type of energy, certain type of connection. They come with certain problems. So let's like many of my clients, let's say they are mediators. They could be working next to a judge. This is actually a gift many people learn, and there are the naturals. So I always ask them, like, do a lot of people call you and come to your house? Do
Mm.
you have a big table? And they want to know your opinion, and they come to you with your problems. And they said, yes, I've been doing this all my life. And I said, okay, so this is one part of it, that you've been doing it, but you could be doing this on a professional level. Some of us are here to create community. So when you walk the talk, you become magnetic, and people want to know, they want to do what you do. So if you're going to a painting class, you're going to have 20 people going with you because they want to know your secret. So
Ah,
like these things I'm talking about. Some of us are natural leaders, but the question is, how and where do you use that leadership? Do you only lead
right,
your family, or you lead thousands or millions on the internet?
right. Yes.
So
And
we all attract our people, and actually our people telling us 24/7 what our gifts are. But many times we don't take the time, we just, because it is so natural and so easy and so
right,
flowy for us, that we don't even think about it, how we could make money with that. And why would I do that? This is, I love, because we love doing that, right?
right,
That's the other
right.
part. So one part is loving that
Yes,
part, doing it on the highest level,
right.
and creating impact with that, changing lives.
Yeah.
However, we don't think about how to put a beautiful red ribbon on that business, right?
Mm, exactly. And do you find a lot of the people that you work with don't see that until they have conversation with you that, yes, I can see how this could roll into a bigger opportunity?
So the thing is, through my clients, I bring in, I'm not going to tell them anything they don't know. However, I bring it in from a totally new perspective they don't think about.
Okay.
So what I hear from my clients, oh my God, that's so true. You're spot on. You're so right. And then I bring in the new perspective, like, how about doing it this way? How about putting a price tag on it? How about creating a community, a business around it?
Right, right. And do you find, because you work with A players, that this, I'm going to call it, and tell me if I'm correct on this, is it a transformation for them or is it an expansion of who they already are?
It's both. Because the
Okay.
thing is, like, the one thing none of us sees is our blind spots. I have my own, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do with this. Well, I need somebody else to point it out because
Right.
I don't see that. So what I'm bringing into the picture, like really showing those blind spots, turning them around, letting that go. So that is the transformation part. And then the expansion, when you become whole, you see the whole big picture. So that would be the expansion part, and it is all bundled up. So it's bringing in new perspectives, new possibilities, new options, and new ways of making money.
Amazing. And you work worldwide. Yes?
Well, I'm international, let's put it this way. And wherever I go, I work online and offline as well. So I really attract clients. It's but not everybody can do this. So
Of course.
you gotta have to have a certain kind of energy, and you gotta know what works for you. So I work with human design as well. So I am a manifesting generator 2-4, and I can build up trust on the spot. Not everybody can do this.
Right.
And I
Yes.
know what I'm bringing to the table, and I know how to work with it. And it
Mm,
all comes down to that, to understand what we bring uniquely to the table and how to use all of that.
right. Right. The human design is very new to me, like very new. So I did my little, here's a website, check out what you are. And what came up in my information that I sent in was that I was a 6-2 reflector. That's what it said. So I was like, okay.
Well, I think we do have a lifetime to actually embody all of this information because
Oh,
it's
I
coming
love
from
that.
so many different uh, perspectives
Yeah,
and sides. Like there's astrology, there is Kabbalah,
sure.
there are the gene keys, and on and on and on and on. And
Yeah.
many times it's like when we read a book, we only like our takeaway is only one sentence. But that one sentence takes us to the next step. So
Mm,
it is all about baby steps. Some of us get there earlier than others,
hmm.
and some people never get there. So
Right.
what we gotta do is just keep on going,
Hmm.
keep on learning, keep on rolling with the punches, right? And
Yeah,
get up over and over and over again.
right. Right.
And the curiosity, it's
Ex-
really so it's like I was really thinking about this other day, like what were the two things that really helped me to get where I'm today. And one of them was the curiosity, the constant curiosity. And the other one, I always knew that there is more. This is an inner knowing. But
right.
once you stop and you're stagnant, like
Yeah,
we gotta live.
right.
And it's there are the shadow side of everything, and many times we learn through the shadow. So
Hmm.
when like a negative things happens to you, you got to ask the question, what did I learn from that,
Mm,
and what am I available
yeah.
going on with my life?
Hmm.
And we all had our learning lessons because we all have learning lessons,
Yeah.
and we get to go in it, experience it, walk through the fire, shake ourselves, and just go on. What else
Yeah.
is there? How do you see this, Denise?
Yeah. Totally the same way. I'm all about learning. That is who I am. That's what I'm about. Being in education for 31 years, I thought, oh, okay, this is kind of, I did that for the purposes of the role that I played, which I loved, totally loved. But I've been out for since 2018, and I'm like, I'm not done learning. There is no finish line, is how I view it. And I love what you're saying in terms of it's a journey. It's your experiences. It's your ability to take what you are being given, what is coming forward for you in the different ways, the people you get to meet, and that curiosity, I think really is key. I agree with you 1000%. Having the curiosity allows us to come at things that are presenting themselves very, very differently. And so much possibility in every single day. It's just how we choose to do things, and the overarching conversation here is all about redefining the significance of you and your time with yourself. So what are you doing for you, by you, because of you? And it doesn't matter where you live in the world. Everybody has this life journey, right?
Yeah, we all have it. And I do believe that our experiences are the most important elements in our lives because everything comes through that.
Mm.
So we really gotta live and go into experience love, experience freedom. Because, like, for example, freedom is different for everyone as well.
Yeah.
Feeling safe, what does that mean? Financially, emotionally, physically, there's so many elements and it
Mm-hmm.
can be so deep. And while we allow ourselves to go into those experiences and live through it, and then we have a story to tell.
Yeah. I love what you're saying because it is different for everybody. So there is no script,
No,
right? There
no.
is no script because what you need, when you need it, how you need it will be very different than what I need when I need. Yes, we might both be, short-haired women, but at the end of the day, that is a cool commonality, but who knows what else is different and is the same. And what are our differences and what do our sameness bring together to help us each expand in our own ways, right? So we all have our own lights. Yeah.
Exactly. And you gotta go for that thing. What's
Yeah.
coming from within. Like
Mm,
what's mine is probably not yours.
yeah.
And it starts with a no. No is a
Yeah.
full sentence.
Right. I
we
love
all
that.
we all got to practice that at some point, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's the more no's you're willing to speak,
Yep.
the closer you're getting to yourself. And life is a buffet table.
Mm,
Take what you like, take some more what you like, and leave the things there that they don't taste well, even you paid for it.
yeah, exactly. Because don't you find, just even like you say, making that choice, making that decision is in alignment with who you are, not what the expectations are outside of you, which is how I know through my history I have lived, because this is, for whatever reasons, multiple, life is complex, but we don't have to get buried in the complexities when we see the possibilities, right?
Exactly. So it's like it's really coming down to that. And this is what I help my clients with, like putting it
Mm,
all together. Because
mm,
we have a couple of little aspects, but we don't see the whole big picture.
yeah, yeah,
And like, I love walking barefoot on the beach, but this is not for everybody, right? If I see a
right.
beach, I throw off my shoes and I run.
Yeah,
Other people don't even get close because it's not their thing. Over.
right. And either way, it doesn't make it right or wrong.
No.
There, right, it's what is best for you, and when you know what aligns with you and you understand yourself more, that growth and that independence and whatever else you want to build for yourself is possible just by taking these tiny steps. And I really like how you share the blind spot idea. That's why the work that you do, the work that I do is so vital, because we can't see the forest for the trees.
No, we cannot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's somehow not working. And dare to ask for that thing in that moment. That is your big thing.
Mm.
Because we feel it like the body is the wisdom, the feminine.
Uh-huh.
And we
Uh-huh.
really feel when it's actually a no. We just don't dare to go there because we want to people please. We want to be easy. We don't want to have a like complicated conversation. But there is no other way. We
Right.
all got to go through that.
Uh-huh.
And this can be a painful process. I've been there myself. And it has taught me to stand up for myself. It
Mm.
has taught me to ask for the thing. Because how can the universe give it to you if you're not even asking for it? Come
Right.
on.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
not possible.
Mm-hmm.
And this is expressing our needs, wants, and desires in that moment. However, we can go back to any conversation later on, but start practicing that. I'm not sure. Let me think about it. Let me get back to
Mm.
you. I have a new rule. Before I go somewhere, I think about it for 24 hours. Let me check out my calendar. Let me get back. So I was that person as well who said yes and then started thinking about like, do I really want to do that? And then I started creating new rules that work for me,
Yeah.
and I started to stick with them.
Mm.
And this is like leaving our comfort zone. And let me tell you, you're going to get a lot of people angry, let's put it this way, because you're going to be different.
Right. Right.
But that's the only way to be soul aligned through your true calling and do the things that brings you joy and make you happy, because what's
Right.
the point of doing anything else, right?
I find it amazing when we are aligned and in our truth. I do and have experienced and do get to experience when that is happening. People around me get the benefits of that, just as when I'm in my tough zone, struggle bus, whatever you want to call it, that too has an energy that resonates out. So we don't even understand, I think, the power that we have within ourselves to impact ourselves first. And when we start looking at ourselves as being as important, if not most important, which is not a normal way for us to actually process, but it's so key because when we start to change that, everything changes around us and we don't have to do the work. We do the work for ourselves, for you, by you, because of you, and everything starts shifting as a result. Don't you find that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Good. Our only job is to keep that vibe, to
Yeah.
hold that frequency, what
Mm-hmm.
brings us into alignment, into our truth, into the joy, into creativity, into expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And when we are able to hold this frequency and stay in that zone, that creates a ripple effect in the world.
Yeah.
What if
Yeah.
everybody could do this?
World would be totally different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if we would be doing this all the time? I do believe it's almost not possible.
Yeah. Because life hits. Human is the ups and downs. That's
this
how
is
we grow.
this is
Yeah.
a human experience.
Yes.
However, I do see and I know that we can shift in 5 minutes. We can excuse ourselves from the table, go for a quick walk. We can call somebody who is very genuine and would listen to us or to tell us a joke in that moment. We can go on YouTube, watch cat videos, whatever it takes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And recognizing that that is important for you in that moment is key, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because many times, like, I do believe that moving with our body, with the feminine, it's so important because we process quicker, we process
Mm-hmm.
differently.
Mm-hmm.
Movement is essential.
Right.
And our job would be actually getting up every morning, getting on that vibe, holding the vibe to really be in that creative space in love, expansion, power, beauty. I'm not saying it's easy.
Exactly. You're being real about it. That's the
Of
goal.
course.
Exactly. But we know that it isn't the reality all the time, every day, every single day. But when we are in those zones, everything shifts.
So the most important things that we know, what is the quickest ways to get in there? Going in the forest, going to the beach, watching a movie, blah, blah, blah. And working through our rhythm. Some of us get up 5 a.m. in the morning, like just like me. Other people before 8 a.m. and before 5 coffee, they cannot put a smile on their face.
Yeah, for
And none
sure.
of them is right or wrong. We just gotta know our own rhythm and work with it, work around it, put it in our days, like really understand that, okay, I work for 3 hours now, I go for a 10-minute walk. Like, I work standing, for example,
Right, right.
for 4 years now, and this has made a huge shift, because while I was sitting, I could not channel well. I didn't My body didn't
Yeah,
like it. And
yeah,
then now it's really important. This is the most important thing for me, that if I have a standing desk, I work with a standing desk. If I travel, I find a place where I can do it,
sure, sure.
because that works for me. So you gotta know what are the things that work for you. Some people have big breakfast, other people eat fruits, whatever. It's no right or wrong. Like, you gotta know how to fuel your body, how your
Mm-hmm.
energy level is going up and down, and what do you need, what do you crave in that moment, so
Right,
that you can give it to yourself. And this is the key
right.
thing here. Like, this cannot come from the outside. Like, you got to give it to yourself. Maybe it's a compliment in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's asking for a hug from somebody. It doesn't matter, but get
Right,
it.
right. Make it happen. Yeah, yeah. I love that. I love that. Such incredible power, such motivation. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Is there anything that you would love to share with our listeners before we close up our conversation today?
We are all unique, and that is, like, whatever you're looking for, it's already within you.
Mm,
So work on yourself and give it away. And we are really seeking outside validation. When you start validating and acknowledging yourself on a daily basis, even in a shop mirror anywhere, or by window shopping, it doesn't matter. I still do this. That is the most powerful thing you can give to yourself.
I love
Thank you
that.
so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. And I know in our show notes, you have given us a link. I've
Yes.
given the website as well, but I've also given that link for a help me out. I can't remember.
The
Personality.
personality activation. So if
Right.
you're looking for different perspective,
Yeah.
which is your personality, I work with your date of birth, then make sure you get on that link, because I'm able to dial up your strengths, show you where your true gift is, what you're already doing, and how to make money with it.
There you go. It's brilliant. Perfectly helping people align with who they truly are. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate everything that you've shared, and know that our audience will dive in and book some of those personality activations with you. So thank you so much.
Thank you
And if,
so much for
yeah,
having me.
for sure. And if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, make sure that you do that so you don't miss any of these incredible conversations. And I wish everyone a beautiful week ahead. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.